Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surikoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Angikam Bhuvanam Nyasya Vachikam Bhavavangayam Aharyam Chandataradi Tam Namaha Satvikam Shivam Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanam Bhunattu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vadita Namastu Ma Vedvishava Hai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Go ahead, Vishnu. Start the class.
Sadashiva Samarambham Sankaracha Madhyamam Asmadacharya Padyanmam Vanne Gurum Paramparam. Salutation to the Linga, starting with Lord Sadashiva with Adi Shankaracharya in middle and continuing up to my immediate teacher.
Also introduce the class, okay?
Namaste everyone, my name is Vishnu. In our class today, Vishwesh will make a quiz on 9 chapters, first 10 verses. Dr. Ambika Aunty will tell the significance of Navratri festival. 9.2.22 will be explained by Kavin. Verse 9.23 will be explained by Sharav. Verse 9.24 is explained by Aditi. Verse 9.25 is going to be explained by Shiva, and verse 9.26 will be explained by Padma. Nithila will tell the story of the temple Ekam Bareswara. Himahi will explain the properties of Brahman, and Utsa will tell the story of Krishna and his devotee Bangaramma. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you very much for introducing the class. We'll start the class. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. With the salutation of our teachers, Dr. Timmappa Hegde and Swami Paramarthananda ji, the next class would be the competition which we are trying to do, because now most of your people exams are over. I will just explain the competition. Yeah, Darshil, listen first what I'm saying. We have competition on 12th chapter and 9th from 1st to 20th verse. But we are dividing two groups. One is the children who are up to 5th standard. So Darshil, Vishnu, Shivang will come below in that category. Okay? And they would only have to do 12th chapter completely recited from 1st verse to 20th verse. And you have to send me the audio latest by Wednesday. It should not be on Thursday, otherwise I can't give the marks to it. Okay? Wednesday morning. Wednesday, I will write into the Darshil, I will mention it in the group also. Don't worry. I will explain to your mother. So those who can send me, they will be qualified for the competition. That is the 20 verses of chapter 12th. You have to by heart. And last time you did it, right? All the kids who participated, you remember? Those who participate, they have to send the verses. From 6th to 10th standard, you have to send same 20 verses as well as the first 10 verses of 9th chapter also. Okay? Extra for the kids who are little older than 5th standard. And also, you learn the meaning of 12th chapter by heart. We can ask you meaning from anywhere. The quiz competition will be from 12th chapter for the standard 5th student. Above 5th, it will be 12th as well as 9th chapter. Am I clear? I will also send this in the group. Let us begin today's class with quiz by Vishwesh. Over to Vishwesh.
Excuse me, uncle. Sorry to disturb. You
Yes.
told that I have to tell a few points about Dasara.
Dasara is what?
About before the class began, you told that I have to tell a few points on Dasara.
Yeah, you can tell if you can now. After the, not now, it will come.
Okay.
I have put that slides.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, when we send it to you that time, do we have to send the meaning too?
You send separately to me.
No, sir. If I'm suppose everybody will send you the who is participating in the competition will send you the audio. So with that, you have to do the meaning also.
No meaning, only audio is sent. Children, learn the meaning by yourself. You have already you can go to the YouTube and all the 12 chapter is there. So if you have forgotten 12 chapter, listen to the verses. Okay, you only have explained it, right? So go and listen to the YouTube audio video, but you send only the audio file to me separately. Don't send in the group, please. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And those who didn't understand,
Sir,
Darshil,
can I drink water?
you can drink water, you can go to Susu, you can do everything. Don't have to ask me. Okay, mute. Okay, so children, I will explain again in the message in the group because only 21 are there. Total we have 120 people. So I want maximum people participating. We will send the certificates. You will, everyone who participate get a certificate. There will be first, second and third prizes to win. Okay, please participate.
Sir, will everybody get a prize?
120. So 120 people are there in this class?
Yeah, I have 120 names registered, but at a time only 40-45 people come to the class average. It's okay. Let us start the quiz. Vishwesh, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Just I will start your.
Yes, sir.
Always remember to raise the hand. No prompting.
Sir, you will select, right, sir? You will select it.
Yeah, I will. You can start. I will just next slide. I will do it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to be seeing a quiz on 9th chapter, first 10 verses. Question 1. Who cannot understand Bhagavad Gita according to verse 9.1? Arjuna, philosophers, scientists, or envious people?
Kavin, you have raised hand first. Go ahead. Answer.
Envious people.
Okay, let us ask one more person. Aditi, you can answer.
I think it's Arjuna.
Okay, Swastik, what do you think? Who cannot understand Bhagavad Gita?
Envious people.
Good. So the first verse is envious people is the answer. Okay, and this is how the competition also will be there. You will get marks, and finally all the marks will be collected, and first, second, third prize will be given. Rest all of you also get certificates.
So
Now
the people have to people are already raising their hands from before, sir. They have to make their hands, they have to leave their hands.
Okay, no problem. I know that. Anyway, I'll ask different people. Okay.
We have to. We will get the question like there will be some example.
No,
Means
sir. This is a quiz. No example. It is a quiz. Okay. Next question, please. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Question 2. What is the name of the 9th chapter? Vibhuti Yog, Raja Vidya Yog, Vishwarupa Darshana Yog, Akshara Brahma Yog.
Padma, you answer first.
Raja Vidya Yoga.
Okay. Vishnu, what do you think?
Sir, Raja Vidya Yoga.
Okay. Darshil, what do you think? 9th chapter name? Aditi, Atharv, what is 9th chapter name?
Raj Vidya Yoga.
Okay, so let us see the answer.
The correct answer is Raja Vidya Yoga.
Okay, good.
Actually, uncle, it is Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yoga.
It's wrong, sir. Sir, the answers are wrong because the actual answer should be Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yoga.
Correct. You are also right. It should be Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yoga. Correct. That is the correct answer. Anyway, small mistakes are accepted because Vishwesh himself had made this very nicely. Let us accept it. Yes, Vishwesh, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Question 3. What is the meaning of the word Guhya? Secret, wisdom, knowledge, or science?
Utsav, you answer.
The meaning of the Guha is secret.
Okay, I think this is very easy. Correct answer is secret.
I was going to say secret.
It's okay. You will get chance.
Question 4. Does Lord Krishna say that he dwells in everybody? Yes or no?
Rishikesh, you answer.
Sir, Lord Krishna says he is in everybody and everything. Sir.
So answer is?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir,
So
the
I will
answer is
also-
no, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
No, because he says that everybody dwells inside him.
So basically, it is a confusing question. First, he says he dwells in everyone, and immediately in the next verse, he says, actually, everyone dwells in me, and that's where you saw that example of Krishna eating the mud,
Yes, sir.
and then
And the whole
everyone-
universe was seen in his
Because he is the maintainer.
Sir, I
Yes,
think
he is
Sir,
everything.
because he is the
all
maintainer, the one
dwell
who
in
maintains
him.
the
Next
cosmos.
time I want to answer.
Yes, Krishna, Darshil, we will give you chance. Okay.
Sir,
Okay, next
because
question.
like
Yes, what Swastik? Yes, go ahead.
sir, like Lord Krishna actually says he does not. Everybody dwells inside him because he is the like maintainer. He does not create neither destroy. He just
Okay.
keeps them prepared for destruction.
Correct. So go ahead, Vishwesh.
Question 5. Lord Krishna compares himself with water, energy, wind, or plants.
Okay, Darshil, you answer this, please.
I think so. It's plants.
Okay, then Aditi, what is the answer from your side?
Wind.
Wind. Okay, one more I will ask. Vinayak and Nithila
Sir, energy.
and Shivang, what do you think?
Sir, energy.
Okay, Shivang also thinks energy. Kavin, what do you think?
Sir, I guess it's water.
No, let us see the answer.
Answer is wind.
Correct. This was given
Sir,
in the.
I knew the answer because, like, he
It is
compared.
This comes in verse number 9.6.
correct. So sixth
He
verse.
compared himself
6
to space.
all pervading
Without
wind is
wind ever flowing.
space, just like that.
No, because like except the space which we will not count, everything else on earth cannot have wind. Otherwise, like it must have wind. Otherwise, it would have already decomposed by now.
Correct.
Anything, plants, humans.
Okay. So next, Vishwesh, next. Oh, next is thank you.
That's all. Sir, that's all.
At least 10 questions should be made, no? Good,
Yes,
good,
sir,
good.
but there wasn't much to prepare, sir, in 10 verses.
Okay.
For
Okay,
if it was
next.
a full whole 9 chapter, I could have prepared, sir.
No,
No
thank you.
problem. Next is, I think Kavin has volunteered for 11 to 20th verse. Kavin, you prepare and send by
Sir,
Sunday to Monday,
sir,
okay?
I thought I volunteered, sir.
Okay, sir.
Oh,
Sir,
you volunteered. Who
sir,
volunteered?
can I add my
Sir,
own?
I volunteered, sir. Swastik.
I thought Kavin did it before.
Sir, I volunteered, sir.
No problem. Swastik, you will also get chance from 21 to 30, okay? Please prepare.
Sir, instead of that, I'll do on Durga Puja.
Okay, you do on Durga Puja next class, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us now move on to our class. Yeah. Dhimai is there. Dhimu, you are there. I think they have classes for Bharatanatyam. Whether she is there today, I don't know.
Sir, they had classes.
Okay, then let us go ahead from this. So anyway, summary is very easy. First 3 verses, Krishna is mentioning the secret. I am going to tell you secret. He is keeping suspense. Next 4 to 10, he is explaining about what is the properties of Brahman. Actually, there is no properties. There is no attributes to Brahman. Brahman is having no taste, smell, touch, or you cannot see it and you cannot smell it. So nothing is there in Brahman. But what is that Brahman he is telling? And 11 to 14 verses, he is again mentioning how people are worshipping it different ways in the form of different bhakti. And finally, he gives the example of it, or what happens to such people. Really, they go to the Brahman, or they go to gods, demigods, or even tamasic gods. So it will be today, the 20th verse, 22nd verse will all tell about it. We saw in 9.19, last verse, I draw and release the rainy waters. I alone am the cause of immortality as well as mortality. And I manifest as well as the unmanifest. What is it? The energy. What is it mentioned in this 19th verse? Can anyone tell me? Which god is this?
Krishna.
Yes, Surya Bhagwan.
Surya
Remember?
Bhagwan.
We have told. Yeah. We forget so easily, right? If we don't revise, very easy to forget. Surya Bhagavan condenses the evaporated water. Then again, it causes rains by precipitation, and then collected in the ocean or rivers, and again evaporation. This is where he is telling, I am the energy of the universe, and I manifest as well as unmanifest this. Oh Arjuna. Then in the 20th, and what was the importance about this? Every day you should do Surya Namaskara.
Good exercise for all. Improve eyesight.
Sir, after last class, I'm doing Surya Namaskar every day.
If both of you talk, I can't hear. Darshil, you are saying something, complete it. Yeah, complete it, what you are saying.
If so, we have holidays on Sunday. If
Surya Bhagwan has holiday.
yeah, I'm telling an example. And the universe is all drawn to a new universe. That's all.
Okay.
Till he comes from vacation, nothing will change.
Okay. Kavin, you had saying something. Go ahead.
Sir, there's also one more advantages of doing Surya Namaskar. It will make you fresh and ready to do anything. And after the sleep, you have a lazy feeling in your body. It will make you fresh and feel active. And this Surya Namaskar also helps for good body and healthiness.
So, how many of you are doing it? Because last class only we discussed this. How many of you are doing?
Sir, I started doing Surya Namaskar.
Raise your hand. I can see Kavin, Vishnu, Sharav, Aditi, Aloki. Really, you are doing every day? Are you getting up?
Sir, I did it by mistake. I don't do every day. I sometimes I forget.
So then these classes will be only on YouTube. Then why do we have classes? It has to be.
I don't have enough time to do Surya Namaskaram.
You don't have time.
Yeah, I can only, even Sunday I don't have time because in morning I go to church class.
So if you don't have time, Surya also will not have time for you. He will not give the energy which you should get. Simple. Surya Bhagwan will only give energy who get up early before him and who do namaskara to him. That's it. Simple. So children, if you want energy in your life, you want the vitamins and good skin and health, get up early, do Surya Namaskara at least 12. If you don't know, I will send you the video of Surya Namaskara. Okay, let us move ahead. In 20th verse, Sahana explained that those who do lot of puja, those who get lot of punya, they will go to Surya, they will go to Swarga. But Swarga has problems. You have to live 1,000 years. You never get old. And you only do one thing common is enjoyment. Reality is, in 21st verse, after enjoying for 1,000 years in Swargaloka with Indra, you have to come down again to earth if you want to get moksha, which is the reality. And now children, you are already on the earth. You are already on the Bhuloka. So moksha is only one step near to you. You don't have to go to Swargaloka, then come back and then get moksha. So this is what was told in 21st verse. And we saw the example of when a car gets empty fuel, it has to go to the charging point or filling the fuel, and again it will start walking, again it will get empty. From this cycle of samsara, this cycle of birth.
The car fuel cycle. I named it.
Yeah. So cycle of birth and rebirth, and again birth, or going to Swargaloka, coming down to earth, again getting punya and going to Swargaloka should be stopped. And today's 22nd verse by Kavin will explain why. Go ahead, Kavin. Just a minute. Rama madam is there, right? Yeah. Madam, welcome to the class, and I am handing over this to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Hari Om.
I request everyone to mute except Rama madam and Kavin.
Ananyaschintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Ananyaschintayanto mam
Ananyaschintayanto mam
ye janah paryupasate.
ye janav pariupasate.
Janah, okay?
Janav,
Yeah, good. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam. There bhi is Mahaprana.
tesha nityabhiyuktanam.
Nityabhi, you see there is an English version, transliterated one. Ye you have the bar, that means it is a long vowel, okay? Tesham nityabhiyuktanam.
Tesham nityabhiyuktanam.
Is one word. Nityabhiyuktanam.
Nityabhiyuktanam.
Yogakshemam.
Yogakshemam
Vahamyaham.
vahamyaham.
Ananyaschintayanto mam
Ananyaschintayanto mam
ye janah paryupasate
ye jana paryupasate
tesham nityabhiyuktanam
tesham nityabhiyuktanam
yogakshemam vahamyaham.
yogakshemam vahamyaham.
Very good. So let us all stand together. Ananyaschintayanto mam
Ananyaschintayanto mam
ye janah paryupasate
ye jana paryupasate
tesham nityabhiyuktanam
tesham nityabhiyuktanam
yogakshemam vahamyaham.
Yogakshemam vahamyaham.
Kavin, go ahead with the explanation.
Janaha, those people, ye Ananya, who see me as non-different from them, paryupasate, offer worship, mum, by dwelling on me, aham vahami, I take care of, yoga shemam, the yoga and shema, nitya bhayuktanam, of those ever steadfast ones. Those people who see me as non-different from them offer worship by dwelling on me. I take care of the yoga and shema of those ever steadfast ones. Sachin uncle, can I explain now?
Please.
A mother never thinks of deserting her newborn helpless child who is entirely dependent upon her. The supreme eternal mother of the soul is God. In this verse, God offers motherly assurance to souls who surrender exclusively to Him. The words used are Vahami Aham, meaning I personally carry the burden of maintaining my devotees, just as a married man carries the burden of maintaining his wife and children. God promises two things. The first is yoga. He bestows his devotees to spiritual assets they do not possess. The second is shame. Shame. It's K-S-H-E-M, shame. He protects the spiritual assets that his devotees need. So done, sir.
Thank you, Kavin. Very nicely you tried to explain like a mother's love towards the kids. Okay. Now I would try to explain in my way so that we have seen in the last verse. Did you remember this? That the God will give you, if you do puja, like the fuel is in the car, he will put punya in your bank, in the Adrushya bank or in the deposit. And then you will go to Swargaloka depending upon how much punya you got. Same way, how much fuel is there, you will go that much far. But God wants you to get moksha. And moksha is like this car, self-refueling. It is the car of the future. You all know now cars are coming without any need of petrol.
Sir, the electric cars.
And
Yeah.
uncle, few cars also can go without a driver. Like
Exactly. Exactly. So what God is telling, Hari Om, who is this? Someone wants to say something?
Hari Om, sir.
Hari Om. Okay, shall I continue? So, yoga kshemaha. See, yoga means the basic needs. Yoga means not the yogasana. Your yoga means your basic needs. That is security. You have to have house, food, clothing. This is what is called yoga here. Kshemaham means protection of this is going to be done by God himself. When you will consider that God is your driver. So driverless car means what? Automated cars are there. It runs on electricity, or in future it will be sunlight or nuclear power. So you don't have to recharge every time. Okay. So this type of cars God wants to give you. But we are stuck. We are stuck with this samsara. Samsara means attachment, possession, and crying over it if you have lost it. So this is what God wants to understand you all, that I will take care of all the basics necessity and protect your security if you sit in this driverless car. And who is going to drive it? Like AI. What is AI nowadays?
Artificial intelligence.
Correct.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence.
So we can replace by HI. That is his intelligence or higher intelligence of God. If you surrender to it, God will make you cross this samsara ocean very easily. Now, I would request Aditi to tell about little bit about Dasera. Go ahead, Aditi.
Okay, uncle. 1 second. Yeah. Dasara is also called Vijayadashami or Navaratri. Dasara means, so there are two parts, Dasha and Hara. Dasha means 10 and Hara means defeat. Dasara is a festival that commemorates the victory of Rama over Ravana. It also marks the victory of Durga over Mahishasura to protect the world. And people construct tall effigies of Ravana to demolish on the day to mark the celebration. And we celebrate Dasara for 10 days, and it also has its names: Shailaputri, Brahmacharini, Chandraghanta, Kushmanda, Skandamata, Katyayini, Kalaratri, Mahagauri, and Siddhidatri. And
Navadurga. These are Navadurgas.
those are the Navadurgas. And how we celebrate in our house is we keep toys for 10 days, dolls. So we also keep the 10 avatars of Vishnu and the Ashtalakshmi and many other dolls. In the end of the class, if it is possible, can I show it, uncle?
Yeah, in the end of the class.
Okay.
Raghav, you have a question? You have raised your hand. Hari Om. Nice explanation in a short time. Very good, Aditi.
Yes, sir. I don't have a question, but I just asked that can I make the quiz in the next class?
Sure, you will get a chance. I will note it down. Okay, good. I want such volunteers to make quiz. Even Darshil has asked to make a quiz. We'll see how we can do it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let us move ahead for today's verse. Sharo.
Sir, he already left.
Sir,
he already
left. Yes, sir. He's
he left. It's written, sir.
Hari Om, sir. Bye.
Okay.
Sharo.
Okay. Then I will only do. Madam, you teach me. I will do it this verse.
Okay. Yepyanya devata bhaktaha yajante shraddhayanvitaha tepi mameva kaunteya yajantya vidhipurvakam. Yepyanya devata bhaktaha
Yepyanya devata bhaktaha
Mahaprana
Bhaktaha
Yajante Shraddhayanvitaha
Yajante Shraddhayanvitaha
Tepi Mameva Kaunteya
Tepi Mameva Kaunteya
Yajantya Vidhipurvakam
Yajantya Vidhipurvakam.
Yajantya Vidhipurvakam is one word.
Yajantya Vidhipurvakam.
Vidhi is Mahaprana there. Yajantya Vidhipurvakam. Stress on dha.
Yajantya Vidhipurvakam.
Yepyanya devata bhaktaha
Yepyanya devata bhaktaha
Yajante Shraddhayanvitaha
Yajante Shraddhayanvitaha
Tepi Mameva Kaunteya
Tepi Mameva Kaunteya
Yajantya Vidhipurvakam
Yajantya vidhi purvakam.
Here bhaktaha, shraddha, vidhi, all mahaprana should be there. That means you have to stress.
Okay.
Okay. Let us all chant together. Yepyanya devata bhaktaha.
ये पन्या देवता भक्ताः
यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः
यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विताः
तेऽपि मामेव कौन्तेय
देवी मामेव कौन्तेय
यजन्त्य विधिपूर्वकम्
So children, after listening to, after the last two, where God says that there is no point going to Swargaloka and coming down. I want you to get moksha in this life only. And he is going to tell how people still follow things. And to this verse, he is telling, O Kaunteya. Kaunteya means the Kunti Putra, son of Kunti. You know who is Kunti, right? Apite.
Sir, the mother of all the
Five
the
Pandavas.
mother of Arjuna, Bhima, and Yudhishthira and Karna.
Correct.
But what about Nakula and Sahadeva?
Yeah. All
Sir,
the
but they are born to the other wife of Pandu, right?
Sure.
Nakula and Sahadeva are born to the other wife, right?
Madhuri.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here I am also not very clear. Madam, it's correct.
Sir, after Pandu died for the Sati Dahanam, Kunti said that I'll do it, but since Pandu had two wives, Madhuri said that I'll do it, Akka, I'll do it because I am the one who caused his death. So she had Nakula and Sahadeva, so she gave them to Kunti as her mother, like Madhuri to Kunti, and then she went for the Sati Dahanam.
Okay, that's a real story. Okay, so O Kaunteya, son of Kunti,
Sir,
Apite.
that's sir, excuse me. Sir, that's only I didn't tell Nakula and Sahadeva.
Correct, you are good, right? Apite, even those, api ananya devata bhaktaha, who are devotees of other finite gods, yajante mam, and who worship them, shraddhayan vitaha, with faith, complete faith, yajanti, are worshipping mam, me alone, avidhi purvakam, unknowingly. Now, this word avidhi purvakam, so avidhi means wrong way or unknowingly. They are worshipping actually the highest god, that is Vishnu, or Brahman, through different gods. Why? I will explain in further details with these examples. See, Lord Vishnu has taken different avatars like Krishna, Rama, Balarama, and same way Lord Vishnu, the Adhara or the sustainer of the entire universe, is in different forms in this universe. He can be any god, any being. Yeah, correct. He can be anything. Even any one of us is also part of Vishnu only. But what happens is Arjuna saw Krishna as God and he surrendered to him. But you can see behind him the real Mahavishnu. And that Vishnu is correct worship. If you only worship Krishna, is also limited. Like you worship only Ganesha or Parvati is limited. What is it telling is, anyone you worship, finally it will go to Mahavishnu, who is the sustainer of everything. So that is the meaning of this verse. One more simple example that Swamiji gives is, now can you see this? What is this, children?
So it's a bank check.
Correct.
Bank check.
Now now this checkbook, I write one letter or one number here. Now this becomes check of rupees
1.
1.
1.
Now,
1.
now,
Only 1.
now I write this. What is this check of rupees?
1,000.
1,000 rupees.
So,
1,000.
so I will say that this 1,000 rupees check is bigger than 1 rupee check. Is it correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. But you see, if you remove the numbers, the check is same, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's just the
So-
same check, but with a different format.
Correct. So same way, God is Mahavishnu, one and same. It is your bhakti. You write there Shiva, you write there Krishna, you write there Parvati. You make any letter of any form or any name. Basically, Mahavishnu doesn't change. The important check doesn't change. It is you, your bhakti, which can be different. You understood? Now,
Sir, so you're basically saying that Vishnu is infinite throughout the entire universe.
okay, correct.
Universe, galaxy, infinity.
So,
Sir, can I explain this verse with my own example?
which verse? Which verse?
9.20, 9.23.
Okay, try to explain. Go ahead.
Sir, sir, when we water the root of a tree, its trunk, branches, twigs, leaves, and flowers all become nourished. When we put food in our mouth, it nourishes the life, earth, and senses automatically. In the same way, by worshipping the Supreme Lord, all his parts, including the Devatas, are also worshipped. However, if we begin watering the leaves of the tree while neglecting its roots, the tree will perish. Likewise, the worship offered to the celestial gods will certainly make its way to the Supreme Lord, but such devotees do not get spiritual benefits. This is elaborated in the next verse. Sir, did I say correct?
Yeah, is correct. Yeah. Who is that? Go ahead. Tell your name and go ahead.
Darshil.
Darshil, tell me what?
Which verse can I say?
I will give you in the next class. Okay? You will get a verse. Okay?
One verse.
Okay, next. I will give you next class. So we go for a temple story. Today, Nitila is going to explain us about Ekambareshwara temple, which is in South India, which is in, I think, Kanchipuram, right?
Tamil Nadu, Kanchipuram.
Tamil Nadu, Kanchipuram. Go ahead, Nitila.
Yes, sir. Hari Om, I'm Nitila. Today I'm going to talk about Ekambareshwar temple. This temple is a Hindu temple dedicated to the deity Shiva, located in town of Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu. So next slide. It is one of the temple associated with the 5 elements, the Panchabhutas, Thalas, and specifically the element of earth or Prithvi. It is built originally by the Pandavas and later improved upon by the Chola and the Vijayanagar kings. It was built in the 59 AD. The Shiva Lingam established in the temple is made of sand. The legend behind this lingam is as follows. So next slide. So next slide. Yeah. Once, goddess Parvati covered Lord Shiva's eyes using her hands, which resulted in darkness throughout the world. Because Lord Shiva's eyes were closed, the sun and moon lost their light, and there was no source of light for the universe. Lord Shiva opened his third eye and reinstalled the light of the universe, thus saving it from destruction. This incident saddened goddess Parvati. The fact that there was darkness in the universe because of her made it disappointed with herself. When she asked Lord Shiva for help in rectifying this unintentional mistake, Shiva told her to perform penance. Goddess Parvati was then born as Kamakshi on earth. According to Lord Shiva's advice, she built a Shivalingam out of sand under a mango tree in Kanchipuram and started her penance. Lord Shiva decided to add difficulties to her penance and set the tree on fire, due to which the tree and the goddess could feel the heat. Goddess Kamakshi sought help from Lord Vishnu, and Vishnu helped her. On the failure of the plan, Lord Shiva brought floods into the river Vegavati, which was near the penance spot, to breach Kamakshi's penance. She was scared that the Shivalingam will break and flow away with the force of flood water. Kamakshi held the Shivalingam tightly embraced. It is believed that the marks of her bangles are still visible on the Shivalingam. Kamakshi's devotion pleased Lord Shiva, and Shiva came to Kanchipuram and married her. It is believed that the mango tree under which the Shivalingam was built is around 3,500 years ago. This mango tree has 4 branches, which denotes the 4 Vedas. So next slide. Here are some of the facts about this fascinating structure. The Ekambareshwar temple has the tallest tower, and that makes it the biggest temple in Kanchipuram. The inner precinct of the temple has 10 pillars, which produce different musical sounds when you tap each one. You can find a Kubera idol, which is believed to grant one riches on worshipping it. If you observe carefully, you can find all the 12 zodiac signs on the roof of the temple. Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity. Dhanyavad.
Thank you so much, Nitila. Every week we will have one temple story, so we cover all the temples of India. Today, being Navaratri, I request Dr. Ambika to let us know what is the meaning of this Navaratri. Over to you, Ambika, if you are there. Ambika, you are there? Okay, let us give her some time. Till then, we can go to the next verse by Aditi. Aditi?
Sir, Ambika aunty is not there.
Okay, so we go to the next verse. Aditi, you will chant with madam, and then we will all chant after it.
Okay, uncle.
Aham hi sarvayajnanam hota cha prabhureva cha natu mam abhijananti tatvenatascha vantite. Aham hi sarvayajnanam Bhokta cha prabhureva cha. Mahaprana.
Bhokta cha prabhureva cha.
Natu mam abhijananti tatvenatascha vantite. CHYA. Tat SCH, that is Sh, Ch, Ya. All 3 you have to say. Tatvenatascha vantite. Correct. Aham hi sarvayajnanam. Yajna, no Y, okay? Aham hi sarvayajnanam. Bhokta cha prabhureva cha. Natu mam abhijananti tatvenatascha vantite. Aham hi sarvayajnanam. Now we will chant together all of the aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha nato mam abhijananti advenaschavanti te.
Good. Children, your enthusiasm is very nice. God is loving to listen to you, but try to chant together. Okay, that's nice from all of you. Let Aditi explain this now.
He, Eva, I alone am. Cha, the enjoyer, Cha Prabhu, and the Lord, Sarva Yagnanam, of all the yagnas too, but na abhijananti mam, they do not know me, tatvena, in reality, atah, therefore, te chavanti, they fail. In this verse, it is further classified all that in this verse, it is further clarified all that the receiver of all forms of worship is ultimately ends up with the attributeless Nirguna Ishvara. Aham Sarva Yajna Bhokta. And also, this Arupa Ishvara gives the powers to the finite Ishvara to bless their devotees. Prabhu Reva. Those who do not understand this infinite God will have a spiritual downfall and they will continue to suffer in the ocean of samsara. In essence, Lord Krishna is clearly teaching us that having got the bhakti and the mind to worship towards Saguna Ishvara, one should not get stuck there and should instead use Saguna Ishvara to understand Nirguna Brahman. Hari Om. Thank you.
Excellent.
Hari Om, sir, one small correction.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
hear many of you pronouncing Arupa. It is A-R-U-P-A. Arupa, short vowel. Arupa means, I'll tell you the difference. Because see, Shanti, Ashanti. Shanti is peace, Ashanti is that not peace, whatever it is. Here, if you say Arupa, it means it includes every Rupa. See, in Sanskrit, Ang is Upasarga, that is the prefix. That prefix, if you use A here in Arupa, that means with including every Rupa that you see. Here, what we mean is Arupa. That is no Rupa, isn't it?
Okay. Yes.
So that is the mistake we should not do. Aditi, please correct yourself. It is not Arupa, it is Arupa.
Okay, ma'am. Arupa, not Arupa.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Arupa means it includes everything.
Everything.
Arupa means nothing. Just opposite meaning it will become. That is why.
Thank
okay?
you. Thank you for clarification.
Yeah.
Now, to understand this, consider God is standing for you with his two hands. One hand, he is going to give you whatever you want. That is, and another hand, it is something which he wants to give you. That is what he is telling in this verse. The one thing is materialistic thing, what you can see, feel, touch, you can possess. That thing he is anyway giving you. Because most of the people who go to God, like Tirupati, they will put in the hundi something and ask, please give good marks to my child, or please get my daughter married. Something like this they'll ask, and God says, yes, tatastu. But really, God wants to give moksha to anyone and everyone who asks for it. Unfortunately, very few people are asking the moksha. Swamiji explains in his verses that So much so that he's only using one hand, other hand is getting paralyzed because no one is asked for moksha. So children, if you don't ask for something, you will never get it. Similarly, God also will never give you moksha. You will, if you don't ask for it, if you don't strive for it. With that, I would like to invite Dr. Ambika for explaining the importance of Navaratri.
Sir,
Are you
I
there?
have a doubt.
We will take the doubts in the end, Kavin. We'll take, because we are short of time. I will finish in
Sir?
5 minutes. Ambika, if you are there, go ahead.
Hari Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. So we will see, the Aditi has already explained the 9 forms of Durga. So what are this? Pratham Shailaputriti, Dvitiyam Brahmacharini, Tritiyam Chandra Ghanteti, Kushma Mandeti Chaturkutham, Pancham Skanda Mateti, Shashtam Katyayani Cha, Saptam Kalaratricha, Mahagauriti Chashtamam, Navam Siddhidatricha, Navadurga Prakirtita. So all the 9 days, one goddess is being worshipped. Next slide.
If you want next slide, I have to go to, wait a minute.
Okay. So in which month we celebrate this? There are 2 types of Navratris, but basically the 2 types of Navratris is generally celebrated by throughout the India. So one is the Shardiya Navratri, that is the Navratri which we are having right now, and one is the Vasanta Navratri. So Vasanta Navratri just before the Ramnavami it comes, and this Shardiya Navratri is before the Vijayadashmi. Now, in which month do we celebrate this Navratri, that is Shardiya Navratri? Anyone can tell me?
Can I see?
Yes, Aditi.
September and October.
So September and October, which is also called the Ashwin Masa, means
Yeah.
last. Okay. So we will always remember September, October, all of us are familiar with. Now what we will do, like we will, whenever we are celebrating any festival, we should know the name according to our Panchangam name. So what is the month name? So it is an Ashwin Mas. Okay. Now we celebrate this Navratri for the 9 days. So 9 days we will be worshipping the goddesses. Now we have already seen in our last year, Shamla ma'am took the class and it was told that 3 days for Durga, 3 days for Lakshmi, and 3 days for the Saraswati. So first 3 days, like the Prathama, Dvitiya and Tritiya, we will be celebrating for the Durga. The next 3 for the Lakshmi, and the last 3 for the Saraswati, and then we will be having the Vijayadashmi. Now if you want to see, so first what Durga? Durga means the destroyer, the goddess who destroys the evil. We know that she has killed the Mahishasur, she has killed Shumbanishum. So what do we need, or how do we understand this? So we think that Durga Devi is to destroy the evil tendencies in our mind, to gain the noble virtues. So by worshipping the Durga, we can destroy the tendencies, the tamasic tendencies, and last slide, and invoke the divine power. Now, what are the tamasic things, or what are the things that we have to destroy it in ourselves? Can anyone tell me? Yes, Aditi?
Anger, greed, and there is attachment.
Can I see?
No. Yeah, yes, Kavin, no?
Yes.
Yeah, Kavin, tell me.
To destroy samsara, to get out of the cycle of birth and rebirth and death.
Yeah. So basically we have, see, whenever we want to get something, we have to overcome. Even if you want to go from first class to second class to third class, we need certain eligibility. Okay. So if we want to go for a higher thing, so we start controlling, or we start destroying what is these tendencies inside us, or all this tamaguna inside us. Now this is very difficult, so we always pray during Navratri. We'll pray to Devi, we'll do all the puja, and we should pray that we should be able to overcome our tamoguna. Now, after these 3 days, whom we are going to worship, which Devi? It is the goddess Lakshmi. So, Lakshmi means, yes, Athar. Okay. So, goddess Lakshmi means, now we have to purify our mind. Because what is our aim? Aim is to gain the knowledge. And the knowledge will not come on itself. We need to have certain things. So when we do the goddess Lakshmi Puja, we purified our minds. And whenever we want to acquire knowledge, our mind should be pure and focused. Even for our exam, that first standard, second standard, in whichever standard you are, whatever you do, you need to focus. You have seen before exam, only exam things you will study. So what does it mean? You are focusing on particular thing. Now, when you aim for something very high or a divine knowledge, you have to focus completely on it. So the true form of Lakshmi is the inner wealth. We often get confused with the Lakshmi with the money only. Lakshmi is money, but it's not like you should have a inner wealth. So inner wealth is the spiritual values which we have, and it is going to remain with us. This is the eternal wealth. It will be with us throughout our life. So what we have to aim for? We have to aim for acquiring this spiritual wealth. Now, when we gain this spiritual wealth, we are preparing ourselves for getting the material wealth also, and we will be making good use of it. Now, when we have done this inner wealth, we have got, then what we have done? We have prepared ourselves. So how we have prepared? First, we have overcome our tamoguna. Second, we have developed certain virtues in ourselves. Now, once we develop the virtues in ourselves, what are we doing? We are preparing ourselves to gain knowledge, the highest form of the knowledge, the divine knowledge, the spiritual knowledge. So the last 3 days, that is Saptami, Ashtami and Navami, the goddess Saraswati will be worshipped. That is the highest knowledge. And for what we worship goddess Saraswati? To get that divine knowledge, the divine knowledge of the self. And how do we get? We get over victory of mind. And how do we get the victory of mind? When we are controlling our vasanas, when we are controlling our senses, when we are getting mastery over our mind, then we are gaining, then it will help us to gain knowledge and understand it. And this highest knowledge, or this knowledge which we will ask from Saraswati or the goddess Saraswati, will be with us. And that is our aim also, to know the higher self, to know about the divine knowledge. Okay. And all these 3 festivals, this Navaratri. So what is the 10th day? What we do on the 10th day?
Vijayadashmi.
So what? Vijayadashmi.
Vijayadashmi.
Yeah. Vijayadashmi. So what do? The Vijayadashmi is, we say that the Ravana has the 10 heads. So what do we mean by the 10 head? That is, when we say we are worshipping that Vijayadashmi, we are controlling our karmendriyas, we are controlling our jnanendriyas also. So all these 9 days plus Vijayadashmi, it is, whenever we celebrate, we should keep in mind that we are asking from the goddess, we are preparing ourselves for the highest knowledge, and we should do it regularly, like every year after year. If we keep in mind this, then probably we will be able to overcome our tamoguna, and we will be able to prepare ourselves for the divine knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you. With this, we'll end the class and we'll take questions afterwards. Over to you, Vishnu, to summarize the class.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, actually, like another thing is, like about
we will take
Lakshmi, most people
Swastik,
like.
we will end the
Yes, sir?
class and then we will listen. We will
Okay,
take
sir.
this discussion. Let us end the class.
Okay, sir.
Vishnu, go ahead. Summarize it.
Namaste everyone. Now I'm going to summarize the class. Vishwesh made his quiz on the 9th chapter and we did it. Then Ambika auntie explained the significance of Navaratri. Then 9.22 was explained by Kavin. 9.23 was explained by Sir, since Sarah was not there. 9.24 Aditi explained, and then Mithila told the story of the temple Ekam Bakeswara. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Satgurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Thank you, sir.
Om, all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.